Hello, it's David Taylor at Web Media with this week's online marketing secret, and today I want to talk a little bit about the way that consumers react when they land on a website. So let's assume you've worked really hard to drive traffic to your website from your social media or your paid advertising, or indeed from getting a high rank on Google and other search engines. And so the next test that you've got to overcome is the reaction from the consumer when they arrive on probably your home page, but it may be one of your other pages, but let's assume it's your home page for now. So here's a graphic that shows the typical way that a consumer eye reads a web page. The first thing to note is that the eye generally starts in the top left quadrant of the screen, and the eye is typically drawn to a logo. So you want a logo that is going to look professional and convey your brand quality very quickly. That probably means that it's professionally designed. The second thing that you can tell from this is that the eye is going through that top left area of the screen, and it's particularly caught by visuals, high color visuals, faces, headings, and those are the things that are getting picked up on first and foremost. And what you need to remember is that this first part of the connection between the consumer and your web page is a very visual story, and what the consumer's generally looking for is to be comforted that they are in a place that is trustworthy, reliable, and is going to give them the content that they came here for. And the eye basically sums up those issues very, very quickly to ascertain whether it's worth investing more time, valuable time, in your web pages. So the more you can do to comfort that consumer at this stage, the better. So this is the second example, and this shows through the red arrows the way that an eye typically reads the top left area of the page. First of all, you can see on this page there's a very bold heading that's going to capture the attention, and this heading really needs to convey a short but strong message to the consumer about what they can expect to find on this page, and that they're in the right place for what they came to get from your website. The eye then goes back to the left to this little bubble of text where you've got a little opportunity to give a little more detail about what's on offer, and then you can see the eye skips down to another heading, and then up to the call to action, which in this case is a start your free trial. So what you're doing here is that you are convincing the consumer very quickly that they are in a good place, they're in the right place for what they were looking for, and they're going to get rewarded if they follow your call to action. And lastly, this is an illustration of again an eye scan, and you can see it's a Google results page, and you can see that all of the eye scans are going very much to these two little thumbnail pictures that are, or even though they're small, they stand out very much on the page and they draw the attention. And I think this is what this illustrates the importance of visuals and pictures, which is something I talk a lot about on social media, but also on websites, that a picture tells 1,000 words basically. And if you're looking for a recipe for a steak pie, for example, then the picture of a steak pie is what's going to attract the consumer very much to invest more in your website. So there you go, some tips on how to check your homepage and your web pages to see whether they're set up in the best possible way to quickly convey to consumers that they're in a good place and they're going to get high value return if they invest more in reading your pages. That's it for now. See you next time.